So the other night, I got a chance to check out the new Alison Williams, Dave Franco, Mckenna Grace, and Mason Thames film, Regretting You. The movie follows Morgan Grant, who gave up on her own dreams early on when she became a mother while still very young. Her daughter Clara is determined to avoid her mother's path, but the two find their relationship increasingly strained as they navigate their differences. Then tragedy strikes as Morgan's husband and sister die in a suspicious car accident. In the aftermath of the tragedy, Morgan and Clara are now forced to confront their grief and secrets they didn't know were lying under their very noses. Going into this movie, I have not been all that excited because I wasn't the biggest fan of the last Colleen Hoover adaptation with It Ends With Us. Thought that movie had mountains of potential to be great. I think the drama surrounding that movie just made it all fall apart. So going into Regretting You, I was cautiously optimistic that this movie would be better, but also be very focused because you do have a very capable director with Josh Boone who directed The Fault in Our Stars. So he has dabbled in the adaptation world, and so hopefully this would be one of the most surprising films of the year for me. And it surprisingly was. I have never read the book, so I didn't know exactly what I was going to be getting myself into. Regretting You is pretty much what you expect from a YA adaptation. Not sure if you consider this a YA adaptation, but it does have those YA isms, especially at the beginning, and with everything that is going on with Clara, where she's kind of more of the somewhat rebellious teenager. She has a crush on a very popular boy at school. What Josh Boone is able to do with this movie is take something very generic that we've seen many times before, and you have this is pretty much exactly what you've seen from every single other rom-com before. You have the lovers, you have the inciting incident, you have the tragedy, you have the outcome, and everything gets resolved in the way that you expect this movie to be resolved. But what Josh Boone is able to do is take what is very generic and been there, done that type of material, and add a little bit of charm to these characters. You do really like the characters, except for the two that are in this suspicious car accident because of the secrets that they were hiding. But you do fall in love with the characters, and I think this is going to be more gravitated to those who are in the teens area, who are in middle school and high school. They are the target demographic for this movie, and for me, I pretty much enjoyed it to a certain extent. It didn't get me teary-eyed as much as I wanted to, but when it comes down to everything that is going on, where you have Alison Williams and Dave Franco, who are brother and sister in laws, they are uncovering secrets that they didn't know their significant others had. There are some shocking revelations here and there, but you can kind of just basically get the gist of it all. And so, what really got my attention is just seeing everything unfold, the chemistry between Alison Williams and Mckenna Grace, mother and daughter, and everything that they are trying to navigate after this whole situation goes down. Because Morgan knows to a certain extent about what was happening between her husband and her sister. They were having an affair, and so she's kind of protecting Clara and keeping that a bit of a secret so that she doesn't paint her dad as a bad guy. She wants to have those memories of her dad the way that she remembers him. They were really close. She also was really close to her aunt Jenny. She told her everything about school, about her life, the boy that she likes, so that her mom, who is the very overprotective mother, tracking her phone so she knows exactly where she is. So you have those inciting incidents. I was just really gravitated to these characters, and I kind of wanted to see their journey play out. I wanted to see their end resolution, even though I knew exactly how this movie was going to end. But it also deals with grief and how some people are able to handle it. Once Morgan finds out the secret that her husband and her sister were hiding, that's when she kind of has a bit of a spiral where she's constantly getting drunk. The way it tackles grief, I thought was done very well. That it really does get your attention, and the chemistry between Mckenna Grace and Mason Thames is there since they are, I think they are dating in real life. You can see their chemistry on screen together, and they work very well. You buy these two characters together, and you do want to see exactly how they're able to play out their little situations. And this movie does clock in at about a nice 2 hours. The one thing that I really loved about this movie is the fact that I was never really bored throughout the entire movie. I could watch this movie for another 15 minutes and I'd still be entertained. It does tackle the situation about grief, betrayal, cheating, all that in a very safe manner that it you are somebody that has been through this, then you're probably going to be able to relate to this a little bit more than I have. I have never been in this situation, so a lot of the themes in this movie I was not able to get attached to. Just never really resonated with me. But if you are somebody that is able to resonate with those situations, I think you're going to come out with a big smile on your face. I think you're going to come out with tears in your eyes. I know some of the people in my auditoriums came out with tears in their eyes, so they were really enjoying it. I really enjoyed this movie for what it is. It is very paint by numbers. You know exactly what the story beats are going to be. You know exactly how this movie is going to end. There are no secrets here and there. It's just a nice, warm little movie where if you just want to have a 2 hour break, this is a fun movie to check out in theaters. But it's not going to be one that I tell you to rush out and see immediately, just because it's not going to be gravitating to a lot of people. I think if you are in that teen demographic and then in the adult situation with kids, then you might want to have like a mother-daughter night and go to the theaters and check this movie out. But those are my thoughts on Regretting You. Let me know down in the comments if you are interested in this movie, or if you have seen this movie. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the movie or of the book. But until next time, we'll catch you guys soon.